All right.
Praise the bullhorn.
Imagine.
No. Hold on. Let's get the first priest to come up so I can report.
Shukar ban Shemaywan ban Yashala.
Shukar ban Shemaywan ban Yashala.
Yahaba Shem Yasha Brakatum.
Yahaba Shem Yasha Brakatum. Go to Shukar.
Imagine.
Yeah.
Salaki.
Good stuff right there.
Mm-hmm. La Yashala.
La Yashala. All phones on mute. Good.
Imagine, which means to stand. Upon Yahakadam, which means to turn and face the east. We're going to say the Lord's Prayer, first in the Hebrew and then in the English. Repeat after me. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim. Kodash. I.S.U.P.K. Yahweh. Malakwithka. Taba'ah. Ratazaka. I.S.U.P.K. Ba'arataza. Kawa. Ayat. Bashamayim. Nathalanawa. Lakam. Ka. Yawam. Wasalakhlanawa. Kawawathnawa. Kasalakno. Salakia. Kasalaknawa. Kawawathyonawa. Wala'ah. Tabi'aynawa. Banasayawan. Abal. Awashaynawa. Mayan. Right. Kaya. Laka. Amalakwa. Waha'ala. Watapara. La'aywalamyam. Aman.
In the English translation, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. And forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it.
I caught the power. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Baba Kushah. Nathalanawa. Akat. Larpa'ah. Kamakala. Kamarwa. Akat. Latahar. Almatazarayim. Akat. Lahakwim. Hamathim. Hakat. Al-Rakarwa. Tama'ala. Lagarshan. Ba'asham. Yahweh Shai. The water Aman.
English translation. Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Please give us the power.
Give us the power.
Power to heal.
Power to heal.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
And all manner of disease.
Power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
Power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
Power against unclean spirits.
Power against unclean spirits.
Cast them out.
Cast them out.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you. So be it.
So be it. Blessings. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Wa Yahushua.
Wa Yahushua.
Wa Mayaka Allah.
Wa Mayaka Allah.
Wa Alahayim.
Wa Alahayim.
Matazyap Bi'ah.
Matazab Ya'ah.
Alawap Yahanna.
Alawap Yahanna.
Ha Alawapyim.
Ha Alawapyim.
Ha Saranyam.
Ha Saranyam.
Ha Kotazayanyam.
Ha Kotazayanyam.
Ha Koyayoyam.
Ha Kayayoyam.
Wa Ha Akwafyam.
Wa Ha Akwapyim.
Yahweh Ba'asham.
Yahweh Ba'asham.
Yahushua.
Yahushua.
The water Aman.
What Aman. English translation. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
In Yahushua.
And Yahushua.
In Michael.
And Michael.
In the angels.
And the angels.
Commanding General Yahanna.
Commanding General Yohanna.
The generals.
The generals.
The captains.
The captain.
The officers.
The officers.
The troopers.
The troopers.
And the sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. Psalms 121. Asha'ah.
Asha'ah.
Ayanya.
Ayanya.
Al-Hahorium.
Ahahorium.
Ma'ayan.
Ma'ayan.
Yaba'ah.
Yaba'ah.
Isaiah.
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 Ma'ayim.
Ma'ayim.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Shemayim.
Shemayim.
Wa'aratiza.
Wa'aratiza.
Al-Yathan.
Al-Yathan.
Lamawat.
Lamawat.
Regalka.
Regalka.
Al-Yanawam.
Al-Yanawam.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Hanala'ah.
Hanala'ah.
Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Yayishan.
Yayishan.
Shawamar.
Shawamar.
Yasha'ala.
Yasha'ala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Tazalka.
Tazalka.
Al-Yad.
Al-Yad.
Yamyaka.
Yamyaka.
Yawamam.
Yawamam.
Hashamash.
Hashamash.
La'ayakalka.
La'ayakalka.
Wayarak.
Wayarak.
Balayala.
Balayala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamarka.
Yashamarka.
Makal Rai.
Makal Rai.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Napashka.
Napashka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamar Taza'aka.
Yashamar Taza'aka.
Wabawa'aka.
Wabawa'aka.
Ma'aika.
Ma'aika.
Wa'ai-Iwalam.
Wa'ai-Iwalam. English translation. I will lift up my eyes into the hills.
I will lift up my eyes into the hills.
From which cometh my help.
From which cometh my help.
My help cometh from Yahweh.
My help coming from Yahweh.
Which made heaven and earth.
Which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
Behold.
Behold.
He that keepeth Yasha'Allah.
He that keepeth Yasha'Allah
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
Nor the moon by night.
Nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out.
And thy coming in.
And thy coming in.
From this time forward.
From this time forth.
And even forevermore.
And even forevermore. Psalms 83. Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Al-Damayalaka.
Al-Damayalaka.
Al-Takarash.
Al-Takarash.
Al-Tashakwat.
Al-Tashakwat.
All. Kayahana.
Kayahana.
Awiyabika.
Awiyabika.
Yahama Yawan.
Yahama Yawan.
Wama Shanaka.
Wama Shanayaka. Say it again.
Wama Shanayaka.
Wama Shanayaka.
Nasha'awa.
Nasha'awa.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
Al-Aimaka.
Al-Aimaka.
Ya'ira Yamwa.
Ya'ira Yamwa.
Suwad.
Suwad.
Waya Tayai Tazawad.
Waya Tayai Tazawad.
Al-Tazapawanyaka.
Al-Tazapawanyaka.
Amorwa.
Amorwa.
Lakawa.
Lakawa.
Wanakakida.
Wanakakida.
Mongolia.
Mongolia.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Yazakar.
Yazakar.
Sham Yasha'ala.
Sham Yasha'ala.
Aiwad.
Aiwad.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Nawa'ai Tazawad.
Nawa'ai Tazawad.
La.
La.
Yakadwa.
Yakadwa.
Alyaka.
Alyaka.
Barya.
Barya.
Yakarathwa.
Yakarathwa.
Aholia.
Aholia.
Adawam.
Adawam.
Waya Shemai Alayam.
Waya Shemai Alayam.
Mawa Abba.
Mawa Abba.
Wahagorium.
Wahagorium.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Wa'aimawan.
Wa'aimawan.
Wa'aimalak.
Wa'aimalak.
Palashat.
Palashat.
I'm Yeshabia.
I'm Yeshabia.
Tazawar.
Tazawar.
Gum Ashawar.
Gum Ashawar.
Nalawa.
Nalawa.
Imam.
Imam.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Zarawai.
Zarawai.
Labanya Lawat.
Labanya Lawat.
Salah.
Salah.
I.S.H.A.L.A.M.
I.S.H.A.L.A.M.
Kamadian.
Kamadian.
Kasiyah Sara'ah.
Kasaya Sara'ah.
Kayabian.
Kayabian.
Banakol.
Banakol.
Koyashwan.
Koyashwan.
Nashamadwa.
Nashamadwa.
Ba'ayanda Ara.
Ba'ayanda Ara.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Daman.
Daman.
La'adama.
La'adama.
Shayatamwa.
Shayatamwa.
Narayamawa.
Narayamawa.
Kai Ara.
Kai Ara.
Waka Zahaba.
Waka Za'aba.
Waka Zabak.
Waka Zabak.
Waka Tazalmanai.
Waka Tazalmanai.
Kal Nasa Yakumwa.
Kal Nasa Yakumwa.
Ashar.
Ashar.
Amorwa.
Amorwa.
Naya Rasha.
Naya Rasha.
Lanawa.
Lanawa.
Ah. Na'awa.
Na'awa. Say it again.
Na'awa.
Na'awa.
Allahayim.
Allahayim.
Allahayah.
Allahayah.
Shayatumwa.
Shayatumwa.
Kagalgala.
Kagalgala.
Kakwash.
Kakwash.
Lapanya Rakwa.
Lapanya Rakah.
Ka'ash.
Ka'ash.
Taba'ira Ya'ira.
Taba'ira Ya'ira.
Wakalahaba.
Wakalahaba.
Kalahat.
Kalahat.
Aryam.
Aryam.
Khan. Naradakma.
Naradakma.
Masa Irika.
Masa Irika.
Wabasawapaka.
Wabasawapaka.
Dabahalam.
Dabahalam.
Mala'ah.
Mala'ah.
Panyaham.
Panyaham.
Kwalawan.
Kwalawan.
Wayabakwashwa.
Wayabakwashwa.
Shimka.
Shimka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yabashwa.
Yabashwa.
Wayabahawa.
Wayabahawa.
Ari'ai.
Ari'ai.
Wayakaparwa.
Wayakaparwa.
Wayabadwa.
Wayabadwa.
Wayadaiwa.
Wayadaiwa.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Atha. Shimka.
Shimka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Labaka.
Labaka.
Al-Yawan.
Al-Yawan.
Al-Kaha-Aratiza.
Al-Kaha-Aratiza. English translation: keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still, O Yahweh.
And be not still, O Yahweh.
For lo,
lo,
thy enemies make a tumult.
Thy enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
And they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
And consulted against thy hidden one.
And consulted against thy hidden one.
They have said,
Come,
and let us cut them off from being a nation.
And let us cut them off from being a nation.
That the name of Israel may be no more remembered.
That the name of Israel may be no more remembrance.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom.
And the Ishmaelites.
And the Israelites.
Of Moab.
Of Moab.
And the Hagarenes.
And the Hagarenes.
Gabal and Ammon.
Gabal and Ammon.
And Amalek.
And Amalek.
The Philistines.
The Philistines.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
The inhabitants of Tyre.
Assur also is joined with them.
Assur also is joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot Salah.
They have hope in the children of Lot Salah.
Do unto them as unto the Midianites.
Do unto them as unto the Midianites.
As to Sisera.
As to Sisera.
As to Jabin.
As to Jabin.
At the brook of Kasam.
At the brook of Kasam.
Which perished at Endor.
Which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Oreb.
Make their nobles like Oreb.
And like Zeeb.
And like Zeeb.
Yea. All their princes.
All their princes.
As Zabah.
As Zabah.
And as Zamuna.
And as Zamuna.
Who said. Let us take to ourselves.
Let us take to ourselves.
The houses of God in possession.
The houses of God in possession.
Oh my power.
Oh my power.
Make them like a wheel.
Make them like a wheel.
As the stubble before the wind.
As a stubble before the wind.
As the fire burneth the wood.
As the fire burneth the wood.
And as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
And as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
So persecute them with thy tempest.
So persecute them with thy tempest.
And make them afraid with thy storm.
And make them afraid with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with shame.
That they may seek thy name.
That they may seek thy name.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
Let them be confounded.
Let them be confounded.
And trouble forever.
And trouble forever.
Yea.
Yea.
Let them be put to shame.
Let them be put to shame.
And perish.
And perish.
That men may know.
That men may know.
That thou.
That thou.
Whose name alone.
Whose name alone.
Is Yahweh.
Is Yahweh.
Art the Most High.
Art the Most High.
Over all the earth.
Over all the earth.
Sar, which means to turn around. May be seated.
All right, Israel. Shalom, shalom. We're the Florida I.S.U.P.K. Started out at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. We are under Commanding General Yahanna. We're not affiliated with any other Hebrew Israelite group. And this is the Florida Sabbath service. Basically, this is our history. This is our history lesson. We read what happened, what didn't happen, what we did, what we should have done, what we didn't do, all those things. So we, and we go over these records. We read it in our, our native tongue, the Hebrew. And then, we go through it and break down what happened, what didn't happen. So we're going to pick up where we left off. Because this, this is important to us. You know what I'm saying? To be able to look back at what, what happened. You know what I'm saying? These are our records.
Right.
Like every other nation of people has taken our records and just made a mockery out of it. You know what I'm saying? So for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we are to come back to the Most High and serve him. That is your purpose on the earth. That is your sole purpose on this earth, to serve the Most High. That's what you was put here for. That's why you was made, okay? So these records gonna show us and teach us how to do that properly, okay? So we're gonna start off, we're gonna pick up where we left off last week. 1 Samuel chapter 2. So you want to turn to 1 Samuel chapter 2. We're gonna pick up on verse 26. Okay, so if you got a Tanakh or you got, the Blue Letter app, whatever you got, go ahead and open it up, follow along with us, and try to read along in this Hebrew. I know it's rough in the beginning, but like that's what you're supposed to study. You know what I mean? You don't just come to Sabbath service and, think you're gonna learn how to try to follow along and learn how to read this Hebrew. This is your culture. You should be going at home at night and, at least just trying to get used to the characters that are in this Tanakh, you know what I'm saying? And be able to read this Hebrew, this ancient. So this isn't, what we got right here in front of us is, the Assyrian, but, still, we want to, try to follow along and be learned and, like take back what belongs to you as a nation of people. You know what I'm saying? We have something that is ours and we're going to take it back. Nobody's going to give it to you. You got to take it. Okay. So you can go ahead and start reading, priest.
God, oh God.
Let them know where you at.
There's the book of Samuel, chapter 2, and verse 26 in the Hebrew. Waha na'ira, shama wa'al, halak, wagadal, watawab, gama, I'm Yahweh.
Would that be gum or?
Well, I'm not sure. Sir. Okay. Should I say it? Gama?
Nah, you can separate it. That's 2 hours because we don't really know. So we go ahead and separate it. That's 2 hours.
Gama, I'm Yahweh. Wa gama, I'm Anashim. Wayaba'a, Ayash, Alahayim, or Alya, Waya Amar, Alyawa, Kaha, Amar, Yahweh, Ha Nagala, Nagala.
Say that last one again.
Ha Galaha,
Right.
Nagala Yafia, all Bayath, Abba Yaka, Bahaya Watham, Bamatazarium, Labayath, Paraiha, Wabachar, Athwa, Makal, Shabbatya, Yasha'ala, La Lakahan, La Ilawa, Il, Mazabachya, Laha, Quatayar, Quatarath, Quataratha, Lasha'ath, Apawada, Apawad, Lapanya, Wa'athanaha, Labaya, Abayaka, Ko, Ashya, so like Ashaya, Banya, Yasha'ala, Lama, Thaba Aitawa, Bazabachya, Waba Nachafia, Waba Manachafia, Ashar, Tazal Wayafia, Ma'aiwan, Wa Thachabad, Ath, Banayat, Manya, Laha Bawayakam, Ra'ashya, Slaki, Ra'ashath, Ashatha, Ashayatha, Ko, Manachatha, Yasha'ala, La'imaya, Lakan, Na'ama, Yahweh, Alahaya, Yasha'ala, Amorwa, it's like it. I'm a war. Amarathia, Bayathaka, Wabayath, Abayaka, Yath the Halakawa, Lapanya, Iwalam, Wa'aitha, Na'ama, Yahweh, Kha la Yala, Laya, Kaya, Makabadia, Akabad, Bazaya, Yakwalawa, Hana, Yamayam, Ba'ayam, Gara'aith, Ath, Zara'ida, Ath, Zara.
Yeah.
Does it?
Gara Ike.
What was that?
Zara Ike.
Zara. Oh, okay. I said, I used the da, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the water. Zara Ika, Wa'ath, Zara'i, Bayath, Abayaka, Mahayawath, Zakwan, Bayathika, Wahabatath, Tazar, Ma'aiwan, Bakal, Ashar, Mayaba, Tayaba, the water. Ath, Yasha'ala, Wala'ah, Yahayaha, Zakwan, or Zakwana. Zakwan. Okay. Zakwan, Bayathak, Call, Yamayum, Karuka.
Read it in the English. Let them know where you're at.
Karuka. With the book of Samuel, chapter 2, verse 26 in the English. And the child Samuel grew on and was in favor, both with the Most High and also with men. And there also came a man of God unto Eli and said unto him, Thus saith the Most High, Did I plainly appear unto the house of thy father when they were in Egypt in Pharaoh's house? And did I choose him out of all the tribes of Israel to be my priest, to offer upon mine altar, to burn incense, to wear an ephod before me? And did I give unto the house of thy father all the offerings made by fire of the children of Israel? Wherefore, kick ye at my sacrifice and at mine offering, which I have commanded in my habitation, and honorest thy sons, thy sons above me, to make yourselves fat with the chiefest of all the offerings of Israel, my people. Wherefore, the most high power of Israel saith, I said indeed that thy house and the house of thy father should walk before me forever. But now the Most High saith, be it far from me, for them that honor me I will honor, and they that despise me shall be lightly esteemed. Behold, the days come that I will cut off thine arm and the arm of thy father's house, that there shall not be an old man in thine house.
Yeah, that's heavy. Go ahead, keep going.
Khan. And thou shalt see an enemy in my habitation, in all the wealth which God shall give Israel, and there shall not be an old man in thine house forever.
That's heavy, man. Shit.
That is it?
Yeah, that's it on that.
Go.
Let me go over here. I'm gonna want you to go ahead and read another set, but hold on, I want to read something back here. Go ahead and give me another set. I thought I saw something.
Got. There's the book of Samuel, chapter 1, chapter 2, and verse 33 in the Hebrew. Wa'ayash la'a akorayath laka ma'ain mazabachya la kalawath ath ayanayaka wala akayab slaki wa la arayab ath napashak wakal marabayath bayathaka ya mawathwa slaki ya mawathwa anashayam wa zaha laka ha'awath ashar yaba'a all shanya banayaka all chapanya wa payanacham like a wa payanachas kasa wa payanachasa
So yeah.
go bayawam achad ya mawatha shanayaham shanayaham waha kwaya mathya laya kahan na'aman na'amana ka'ashar bala babaya wa bana bashya like you know wa bana pashya ya aisha wa bana yathya la wa bayad na'amana wa hathala lapanya mashayachaya call hayamayam wa hayaha call ha nawathra bayathaka yabawa'a like it yabawa'a laha shathakhawath lawa la'a ga warath basapa It's like it. Kasapa wa kakora lacham wa amar sa pachanya na'a or what is it? Acha or
Yeah.
okay. Acha ha hanawat la akal patha lacham waha na'ira shama wa'al masharaf
Like it.
okay.
You went into the next chapter. You probably should have let them. Does it show let them know you're in chapter 3, verse 1 or whatever.
Okay. This Book of Samuel, chapter 3 and verse 1 in the Hebrew. Waha na'ira shama wa'al masharaf Yahweh Lapanya Alya Adabar Yahweh.
What was that? Wow. Wadabar?
Karutan.
Okay.
Yahweh Hayaha Yakorah Ba Chazawan Na Parataza Wa Yahayaha Bayawam Ha Hawa'a Wa Ilaya Shakaba Ba Makwamwa Wa Ayan it's like it. Wa Ayanawa Ha Khalawa Ba Bahaw Kahawath La'a Wayakol Lara Awath Wanara Alahayim Tarama Yakaba Washama Wa'al Shakab Bahayakol Yahweh Ashar Sham Arawan Alahayim.
That's it.
Got it, okay. There's the Book of Samuel.
Chapter 2 and verse 33.
All right. Book of Samuel, chapter 2 and verse 33 in the English. And the man of thine, whom I shall not cut off from mine altar, shall be to consume thine eyes, and to grieve thine heart, and all the increase of thine house shall die in the flower of their age.
What's that? That's like in the flower of your age is like in your prime. You know what I'm saying? Like we ain't gonna live long. You know what I mean? We're gonna die early. You know, we're not just gonna lay in bed and, you know what I mean, go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get shot in the streets or whatever. You know what I mean? Because we're not keeping the word of the Most High. You know what I mean? So this important lessons. You know, we read what happened because this brother, his son started going off. You know what I mean? And he wasn't checking them. He wasn't putting them in their place. He wasn't getting them right. And now, you know what I'm saying? Samuel, I mean, who came to him? Eli got to come to him and let him know they going off. You know what I'm saying? And tell him what the Most High is saying. So go ahead.
Go to Akkad, verse 34. And there shall be a sign unto thee. There shall come upon thy two sons, and Hophni and Phinehas.
Mm-hmm.
In one day they shall die, both of them. And
that's what's that? When you know they gonna die in one day, what's that? What's the Most High giving them?
Judgment.
The judgment. Go ahead.
Khan. And I will raise me up a faithful priest that shall do according to that which is in mine heart and in my mind. And I'll build him a sure house, and he shall walk before mine anointed forever. And it shall come to pass that every one that is left in thine house shall come and crouch to him for a piece of silver and a morsel of bread, and shall say, Put me, I pray thee, into one of the priest's offices, that I may eat a piece of bread. Samuel chapter 3 and verse 1. And the child Samuel ministered unto the Most High before Eli. And the word of the Most High was precious in those days. There was no open vision. And it came to pass at that time, when Eli was laid down in his place, and his eyes began to wax dim, that he could not see, and ear the lamp of God went out in the temple of the Lord, where the ark of God was, and Samuel was laid down to sleep.
That's it. Samuel getting old, you know what I mean? Like, so out with the old, in with the new. Let's see what happens. Bring up the next priest.
I.S.U.P.K, SHALAM.
I.S.U.P.K, SHALAM.
Yahabashim
Fresh off the vine.
SHALAM.
I.S.U.P.K. Alright, so we're gonna pick up on verse 6, on chapter 3 and verse 4.
The book of 1 Samuel, chapter 3, verse 4, in Lashon Kodash. Waya Kwara'a Yahweh all Shamo Wa'al Waya Amar Ha Nanaya, verse 5. Waya Rataza all Alaya Waya Amar Ha Nanaya Kaya Kwa Ra'ah Laya Waya Amar La'a Kwara Ataya Shawab Shakab Waya Laka Waya Shakab, verse 6. Waya Sap Yahweh Kwara'a Iwad Shama Wa'al Waya Kwam Shama Wa'al Waya La Ya Laka Wa Ya Laka All Alaya Waya Amar Hana Naya Kaya Kwara'a Laya Waya Amar La'a Kwara Atya Banya Shawab Shakab, verse 7. Wa Shama Wa'al Tabar, it's like Taram.
What'd you say?
Taram.
There you go.
Yada'ai Yahweh Wa Taram Yagala Alayawa Ayawa the bar Yahweh, verse 8. Waya Sap, it's like Waya Sap Yahweh Kwara'a Shamo Wa'al Basha La Yashaf Waya Kwam Waya Lak or Waya Laka all. Al-Ya, Waya Amar, Hananaya, Kaya, Kora'ath, Laya, Waya Ban, Al-Ya, Kaya, Yahweh, Kora'ah, Lana Ira. Verse 9. Waya Amar, Al-Ya, Lasha Mawa'al, or Lasham Wa'al.
Yeah.
Laka, Shakab, Yahweh, Wahayaha, Yakura'ah, Aliyak, Marath, Dabar, Yahweh, Kaya, Shemai, Ibadak, Waya Laka, Shema Wa'al, Waya Shabkab, Ba Makwa Wamawa. Verse 10. Waya Ba'a Yahweh, Waya Tayatazaba, Waya Kora'ah, Kapa'aim, Ba Pa'aim, Shema Wa'al, Waya Amar, Shema Wa'al, Debar, Kaya, Shemai.
What does that mean?
Shemai.
We all know what that means.
Yeah, listen.
Mm.
Ibadak.
That's it. Give me in the English.
Okay. Book of 1 Samuel, chapter 3, verse 4.
So I'm a wall. That word you said like 3 times in a row. Samuel. Yep. There.
Wall. That Yahweh called Samuel, and he answered, Here am I. And he ran unto Eli and said, Here am I, for thou callest me. And he said, I called not. Lie down again. And he went and lay down. And Yahweh called yet again Samuel. And Samuel rose and went to Eli and said, Here am I, for thou didst call me. And he answered, I called not, my son. Lie down again. Now Samuel did not yet know Yahweh, neither was the word of Yahweh yet revealed unto him. And Yahweh called Samuel again.
That's heavy though. Like he didn't know Yahweh yet, right?
Yeah.
And Yahweh was not revealed to him. So when he does get, the understanding and know what's going on, that sounds like to me he getting raised up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? His brother about to get raised up. That's heavy, man.
Becoming a young man.
He a young man now.
You
know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, come on.
Go ahead.
And Yahweh called Samuel again the third time. And he arose and went to Eli and said, Here am I, for thou didst call me. And Eli perceived that Yahweh had called him. Had called the child, the young man. Therefore Eli said unto Samuel, Go, lie down, and it shall be.
So like when you read, you have to pay attention. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? It's like, therefore Eli said unto Samuel, and then you know what I mean? You pause, go, lay down. You know what I mean? Like you got to just don't run through it. You know what I mean? Like, and it gives the people who's listening more of a, you know what I mean? Like, it's more of a narrative. You know how when somebody read a story to you, when you know what I mean? Like, they paused and they did all that, and you can see it, you can visualize it. You know what I'm saying? So you got to try to do that for the brothers and sisters out there listening. Go ahead.
This shall be.
Let them know where you're at.
Oh, the book is 1 Samuel chapter 3 verse 9. Therefore Eli said unto Samuel, Go, lie down, and it shall be, if he call thee, thou shalt say, Speak, Yahweh, for thy servant heareth. So Samuel went and lay down in his place. And Yahweh came and stood and called as at other times, Samuel, Samuel. Then Samuel answered, Speak, for thy servant heareth.
That's it. That's it.
Dun, dun, dun.
Let me get a second set.
That is heavy. That's the perfect place to stop. Suspenseful.
But like where it say, you know what I mean? And the Most High came and stood and called as other times. Who was it that was standing there talking to Samuel?
The Moses?
Right. Most High, standing there. You should know that.
Yeah. No, I get that.
That's the angel of the Most High, man. His servant, his minister. You know what I'm saying? All right. How many set? You did one set, right? You just did one set? You got to write down your time. All right, give me another set. And we'll go ahead and try to get it.
All right. The book of 1 Samuel chapter 3, verse 11. This one, sorry. Waya Amar, Yahweh, all, Shema wa all, Hana, Anakaya, Aisha, the bar, Baya Shara'al, Ba Yasha'ala, Ashar, call, Shemaiwa, Ta'ai Layana, Taza Layana, Shataya, Azana Yana, Azanayana, Anayawa.
There you go.
Verse 12. Bayawam, Hawa'a, Aquawayam, all, Ilaya, call, Ashar, double the Bartaya, Dabaratia, I think. All, Bayatawa, Bayatwa, Hala, Ha, Wakalaha, why, verse 13, Waha Gada Daya, Lawa, Kaya, Shapat, Anya, Bayatawa, Bayatwa, I will but I one, Ashar, Yada I, Kaya, Bakwa, Makwa, Lalaya, Makwa, Lalaya,
Yes.
Laham, Banyawa, La'awa, Salai, Wala'a, Kahaha, Bama, verse 14, Walakan, Na Shaba Aitia, Lamayata, Labayath, Aliyah, Ya the Kapar, Iwan, Bayath, Alia, Bazabak, Waba, Manaha, Aid, Iwalam, verse 15. Wayashakab, Shamo wa Aid, Hamakwar, or Hamakura, Waya,
That's Haba.
Hmm?
That's Haba. Habakkuk.
Habakwar, Waya Paka, Dala Tawata, or Dala, or Baya, Yahweh, Wa Shamo wa Yara'a, Mahagayad, Ha Mara'a, All, Ilayah, verse 16. Wayakura'a, Ilayah, Shama wa all, Waya Amar, Shama wa all, Bayan, Waya Amar, Ha Nanaya, 17. Waya Amar, Maha, Ha Dabar, Ashar, Dabar, Aliyak, or Aliyaka, all, Alyaka, all, Na'a, Daka, Ka, Da, Manya, Ka, Aisha, Laka, Allahayim, sorry, Wakaha, Alyaka, 18. Waya God,
Wait,
Wait,
where
you're
you at?
supposed to stop at
verse
17.
18.
You read all of 17?
Come on.
Okay. That's it, man. Go ahead and start. Give it to me in English.
1 Samuel, chapter 3, verse 11.
I think you read all of 17.
That's one more.
You might have dropped down too quick or something.
Why, verse 17. Waya Amar, Maha, Hada Bar, Ashar, the Bar, Alyaka, All, Na'a, Ta, Kakad, Manya, Kaha, Ya Aisha, Laka, Alahayim, Wakaha, Ya Wasayak, Daka Khad, Mamanya, Dabar, Makal, Ha Dabar, Ashar, Dabar, Alyaka.
Okay. So, I'm trying to Christ. Go ahead and give it to me in English.
The book of Samuel, chapter 3, verse 11. For thy servant heareth.
Chapter 3, verse 11.
Oh, and
Yeah, that's right.
And Yahweh said to Samuel, Behold, I will do a thing in Israel, at which both the ears of everyone that heareth it shall tingle. In that day I will perform against Eli all things which I have spoken concerning his house. When I begin, I will also make an end. For I have told him that I will judge his house forever for the iniquity which he knoweth.
Right. So he know his sons were going off. Like, how do you not, you know what I mean? Like, see, that just remind me of like parents today, you know what I'm saying? Like, they know their kids is horrible.
And what they say?
And they like harboring them, you know what I mean? Like, and, you know what I mean? Like, it kind of remind me of what you was talking about last night, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't let your daddy catch you, you know what I'm saying? She should have been doing something different, you know what I mean? So it's just, you know, go ahead.
If I could, they turn around. The parents turn around and say, "Not my baby."
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
Eli saying by his son, not my boys, you know?
yeah. I raising boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, you raising boys.
They do that at the church, at the front, at the service. You know what I mean? Like, everybody get up there and tell lies about how wonderful of a person he was, and this, that, and it's all lies. You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't. Why? Because you didn't correct him. You didn't tell him his transgressions. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what we doing here. You know, you're not gonna be gay. You're not gonna sell drugs. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna sleep with another nation without us telling you what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you what you're doing wrong, whether you like it or not. You know what I'm saying? So why?
So you can say your life.
But you know what I mean? So the blood ain't on my hands. You know what I'm saying? I told you your transgressions. If I don't tell you, then the Lord coming for me too. You know what I'm saying? So that's why the Lord's coming for Eli. He didn't tell them. You know what I mean? Like, so shit. Go ahead, keep going.
It's like, sir, if I could, also, it's like it's amazing how poetic the Most High be. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Once I begin, I'll end. Like, so, that's, you know what I mean? Like,
so we
I'm gonna get a real breakdown, and they say once I started, it's gonna be done like at the same time. You know what I mean? So, like, you gonna you know what I mean? Like, hey, go ahead, man.
And then he says, "Slug it."
Strong, boy.
He say, "Slug it." He said, "I would do a thing."
Yeah,
I would do.
Yeah,
like, who you know say that? I'm gonna do my thing. You know what I'm saying?
You know the Most High got that. You know what I mean? He got that black spirit about him. You know what I mean? Like, we got his spirit. You know what I mean? Like, so you know, it's heavy, man. I love this thing. I love the truth. You know what I'm saying? I love this truth. I love, you know what I mean, standing for it, and I love, you know, doing it. You know what I'm saying, and keeping it. This is my life. You know what I'm saying? So let's keep going, man.
Come on. I will judge his house.
I know where you at.
Verse Book of Samuel, chapter 3, verse 13. It's like, I will judge his house forever for the iniquity which he knoweth. In the middle of 13.
Oh, okay. In the middle of 13?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Because his sons made themselves vile, and he restrained them not. And therefore I have sworn unto the house of Eli that the iniquity of Eli's house shall not be purged with sacrifice nor offering forever. And Samuel lay until the morning and opened the doors of the house of Yahweh. And Samuel feared to show Eli the vision. Then Eli called Samuel and said, Samuel, my son. And he answered, Here am I. And he said, What is the thing that Yahweh hath said unto thee? I pray thee, hide it not from me. It's like the Most High do so to thee, and more also, if thou hide anything from me of all the things that he said unto thee. And Samuel told him every hit.
That's it.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. So yeah, we're gonna let's see what happens, man. Like, he gonna find out the truth. You know what I'm saying? He wanted it, he about to get it. You know what I'm saying? So
he said,
don't hide it from me, or the Most High gonna do to you what he gonna do to me. You know what I mean? Like, he already know he got it coming. You know what I'm saying? So
he already know that's heavy.
He's just trying to, prepare for it. You know?
Tell me what it is.
Yeah,
break it to me, Doc. What's it gonna be?
Just trying to prepare for it. So go ahead and pick up Shwatz's out.
Book of 1 Samuel, chapter
18. Oh, 3.
Chapter 3, verse 18.
Chapter 3 and verse 18. In the Hebrew, Why God? Lawa. Shama wa all. Af. Call. Adabar yum. What? Wala Kakad. Mama Nawa. Waya Amar. Yahweh. Hawa Hatawab. But I Yanawa. Ya Aisha. Waya Gadal. Wa Shamawal. Wa Yahweh. Hayaha. I'm a what? Wala ha payala. Makal. The bar yawa. Ara tazaha. Why the I call Yasha Allah. Madan or Madana. Wa'ai. Ba'ar. Ba'ara. Shaba'ai. Kaya. Na Aman. Shama wa'al. La na baya'a. La Yahweh. What's up, Yahweh? Laha Ra'ah. Ba Shalaha. Kaya. Na Gala. Yahweh. All. Shama wa'al. Ba Shalawa. Ba the bar. Yahweh. The bar. Shama wa'al. The call. Yasha Allah.
Oh, Slack.
Oh,
You
Slack.
didn't, yeah. Let them know you
No
didn't
words
do
over there. All right. So we're in the book of 1 Samuel chapter 3.
it. Chapter 4,
Yeah,
Salaki.
facts.
Chapter 4. I'm going to start at the beginning.
verse 1.
Verse 1. Shama wa'al. Ba Shalawa. Ba the bar. Yahweh. Wa Haya. The bar. Shama wa'al. Lakal. Yasha Allah. Wa Taza'ah. Yasha Allah. La Korba'ath. Palashafyam. Lama Lakama. Waya Kanawa. Al. Ha'aban. Azar. Wapa.
Say that again. Izara.
Izar.
Okay.
Verse 2. Wa Pala Shafyam. Anawa. No. Kha. Nawa. Ba'apakha.
Qua.
Pakwa. Wa Ya I Rakawa. Pala Shafyam. La Kora'af. Yasha Allah. Wa Tasha. Hama Lakama. Wayana Gap. Yasha Allah. Lapanya. Pala Shafyam. Wayakawa. Bama Iraka. Bashada. Ka I Ka'ara Ba'ith Ala Payam
Would that be Ka'arab?
Ka'arab Aitha or Ka'arab Ith or Aitha?
It's got the at the end, right?
No, it has the.
Okay. Right.
Ka'ara
THA.
Kana.
Right. Go ahead.
Ka'arab Aitha Ala Payam Ayash Wayaba'a Ha'ain, Al, Hama, Chana, Waya Amarwa, Zakwanaya, Yasha Allah, Lama, Naga Hanwa, Naga Panawa, Yahweh, Hayawam, Lapanya, Halashafyam, Na Kwa Ka, Ala Yanawa, All All Yanawam, Salaki, All Yanawa, Ma Shalaha, Af, Arawan, Barayaf, Abaryaf, Yahweh, Wayaba'a, Ba Korah.
Mm-mm. Is that a ba or a ka?
That's about.
That's Ba.
Okay. My bad.
Ba Korah, Banawa, Waya Sha'ai Noah, Makapa, Baya Noah.
Sure.
Book of 1 Samuel, chapter
4, verse 3.
Chapter 3.
No, chapter 4, verse 3.
You started.
No,
Oh, my bad. Chapter 3, verse 18.
verse 18. So
Right.
in the English, and he said, "It is the Most High. Let him do what seemeth him good." And Samuel grew, and the Most High was with him, and did let none of his words fall to the ground. And all Israel from Dan even to Beersheba knew that Samuel was established to be a prophet of the Most High. And the Most High appeared again in Shiloh, for the Most High revealed himself to Samuel in Shiloh by the word of the Most High. 1 Samuel chapter 4 and verse 1. And the word of Samuel came to all Israel. Now Israel went out against the Philistines to battle and pitched beside Ebenezer. And the Philistines pitched in Isupk.
Just real quick, like, just, as we're reading that, it says, you know what I mean? Like, Israel went out against the Philistines to battle.
Mhm.
Like, if you think about it, man, this book, that's all we did.
Right.
We battled constantly, you know what I'm saying? Constantly, we, at war trying to, you know what I mean? Like, get some land or, establish the word of the Most High. And today, you know what I mean? Like, the Christian church wants you to think that it's all love, you know what I mean? Turn the other cheek, you know what I'm saying? Like, this God is a man of war, man.
So like, we did skip something though.
I thought we did. We should have started. You didn't start at 18.
You started
You started at like
Next
19.
sentence. Well, you started at the next sentence.
Okay, you didn't start at the beginning?
Sentence is 18.
The first sentence is 18.
Yeah, start over again. Because I know I felt like we missed something.
The book of 1 Samuel, chapter 3 and verse 18. Where is it?
And Samuel. And
And Samuel told.
That's what I said.
No,
No, you
tell him
started
you
at
didn't.
the
You started out like,
I said-
and he
I
grew or
said- I said,
something.
and
I was
he
like,
said-
what?
Yeah, you started there.
Okay. So, and Samuel told him every whit
Right.
and hid nothing from him.
Right. Because Eli wanted to know.
Right.
Right.
You know what I mean? Eli said, tell me what's going on. You know what I mean? Like, what's this thing? You know what I mean? Like, Yahweh said, I'm going to do this thing. Eli said, what's this thing? You know what I mean? What's up? So go ahead, man. Hey, boy, I love this truth, man.
And he said, "It is the Most High. Let him do what seemeth him good."
Right. Tell me what the Most High said. Whatever he said, that's what it is. I'm rolling with it. You know what I mean? Shit. It is what it is. Go ahead.
Come. And Samuel grew, and the Most High was with him, and did let none of his words fall to the ground.
Right. So whatever Samuel said, it came to pass.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He didn't just speak something and, it was, you know what I mean?
It wasn't in vain.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Come. And all Israel from Dan even to Beersheba knew what Samuel was established to be, a prophet of the Most High.
Why?
Because you got that. It's like,
Go ahead.
because you got that vision.
No. Go ahead. Why?
Because everything he prophesied.
Right. It just said it. Everything he said, none of his words fell to the ground.
Yeah.
That's why niggas know. Like, what he said, that nigga own it. You know what I mean? The Lord's with him. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So like, I don't want to like commend GEN.YAHANNA. Everything he says comes to pass. And so you know, people are watching now and saying, "Damn, these brothers is right."
Right. They've been saying it since 1969.
1969.
You know what I mean? Now it's right here in my face. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Come.
Most High Christ.
And the Most High appeared again in Shiloh, for the Most High revealed himself to Samuel in Shiloh by the word of the Most High. 1 Samuel chapter 4 and verse 1. And the word of Samuel came to all Israel. Now Israel went out against the Philistines to battle and pitched beside Ebenezer. And the Philistines pitched in I.S.U.P.K. And the Philistines put themselves in array against Israel. And when they joined battle, Israel was smitten before the Philistines. And they slew of the army in the field about 4,000 men. And when the people were come into the camp, the elders of Israel said, "Wherefore hath the Most High smitten us today before the Philistines? Let us fetch the ark of the covenant of the Most High out of Shiloh unto us, that when it cometh among us, it may save us out of the hand of our enemies."
That's it. Man, that's what we did. You know what I'm saying? We went and got that, we went and got that ark, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
We bring that, you know what I mean? The Most High, let him be in the midst of us, you know what I mean? So we can win. And like, whenever we would go to war or something like that and we didn't win, we always knew we was doing something wrong.
Right.
Why are we winning? You know what I mean? What's going on? Who did what? And when did they do it? You know what I mean? Like somebody, you know what I mean? Like, if you know what I mean, like that's what we teach right here. You know what I mean? You keep these words, you keep these laws, the Lord is going to be with you. He's going to bless you. We're going to get a nation. It tells you in Deuteronomy, you keep the law, statutes, and commandments, you're going to be on top. You'll be the head, not the tail. You know what I'm saying? And if you getting your ass whipped, Salakia, you the tail. You getting your ass whipped. You know what I mean? Like, so what's going on? Why are we busting them in the head? So. That's, you know what I mean? Like, that's it, man. Like, you keep these laws and, this is showing you our history. Yeah. You don't keep the laws, you die.
Right.
You keep them, you live. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, why would you not do what this book is telling you? It's telling you what to do, to be on top, to live, to rule. It's giving you right here.
Right.
What we already went through, what we already established. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, continue.
I think that was it. You want me
All right, yeah, give me another one.
Come.
Let them know where you're at.
Come. The book of 1 Samuel, chapter 4 and verse 4 in the Hebrew. Waya Shalak. Ha'ain. Shalaha. Waya Sha'ar. Waya Sha'awa. Masham. Af. Arawan. Baryath. Yahweh. Taza Ba'awaf. Yashab. Ha Karabayam. Washam. Shanya. Banya. Alya. Aim. Arawan. Baryath. Ha Alahayam. Kapanya. Wa Haya Nakum. Wayahaya. Ka Boa. Arawan. Baryath. Yahweh. All. Hama Khana. Wayara Iowa, called Yasha Thara wa I her. Thara wa I her.
I was just like that.
Thara wa I her. Gada wala her. Or Gada wa la. Wa the hum. Ha Arataza. Wayash Shamaiwa. Pala Shafyam. Off. Kwawal. Ha Thara wa I. Waya Amarwa. Maha. Kwawal. Ha Thara wa I. Ha ga Dawala. Ha Za'af. Bama Khana. Ha I Borayam. Waya the Iwa Kaya Arawan Yahweh Ba'a All Hama Khana. Waya Rawa'awa. Ha Palashafyam Kaya Amarwa Ba'a Alahai All Hama Khana. Waya Amarwa Awoya Lanawa Kaya La'a Ayatha Kaza'af Ha Thamawal Ath Mawal Shalasham Awoya Lanawa Maya Ya Taza Lanawa Mayad Ha Alahayim Ha Ada Yorayam Ha all ha ha Alaha
Okay.
Alaha Ha Alahayam Ha Makayam no Ha Makayam Matazarayam Bakal Maka Ba Madabar Ha Thaka Zakwawa Ha Tha Kha Zakwawa Waha Yawa La Nashayam La Anashayam Pala Shafyam Pun the I Badwa the Abadwa La I Barayam Ka Ashar Ibadwa Lakam Waha Yayatham La Anashayam Wa La Kamath no Wa Na La Kamatham Wala Kamawa Waya La Kamawa Palashathyam Waya Na Gap Yasha Allah Waya Nasap Waya Nasawa Ayash Laha Halayawa Wa Thahaya Hamaka God the Wala Ma'ada Wayapal Wayapala Mayasha Allah Shalashayam Alak Ragalia.
That's it.
The book of 1 Samuel, the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 4, and verse 4. Verse 4. So the people sent to Shiloh that they might bring from thence the ark of the covenant of the Most High of hosts, which dwelleth between the cherubims. And the two sons of Eli, Hophni and Phinehas, were there with the ark of the covenant of God. And when the ark of the covenant of the Most High came into the camp, all Israel shouted with a great shout, so that the earth rang again.
Can you picture that, man? Like, as you're saying it, I'm picturing it in my mind. Like, they already, you know what I mean, warriors at the camp, you know what I mean? They chilling, you know what I mean, waiting for this ark to come. They thinking about it, you know, we at war, you know what I'm saying? We got something gotta turn around, you know, and then you see this ark coming in, you see that thing coming, but you know, and then they just you know what I'm saying? Yeah, come your shoulder, you know what I'm saying?
It say that the whole earth ring again.
Yeah, you know, the boys stomping and yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
that bit echo.
yeah, man, I can see that shit, man. I can see it, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's exciting, you know what I'm saying? Keep going, man.
Come. And when the Philistines heard the noise of the shout, they said, what meaneth the noise of this great shout in the camp of the Hebrews?
What them niggas do?
And they understood that the ark of the Most High was come into the camp. And the Philistines were afraid, for they said, God is come into the camp.
There you go. Most High with them niggas now, boy. Come on, keep going.
And they said, woe unto us, for there have not been such a thing heretofore. Woe unto us.
It just sounds like he's scared, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
shit. You should be scared. You should be scared, afraid of the Most High. That's the problem. We don't have enough fear for our power, man. We should be afraid of the Most High every day. You know what I mean? Like, he will kill you. He will kill your enemies too, but he'll kill you also. If you come against him, you'll be his enemy.
Did Eli something?
Yeah, he about to do it. You know what I mean? Like, he ain't did it yet, but he already said it was going to do it, so it's going down.
Right.
It's like, you know, like they're so scared, like they remember the story, you know, like you had Samson, you had the power of the Most High.
Yeah. Everybody knew.
People, the Philistines, you know
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Everybody know. Everybody know our
Look,
power.
he about to say it, right?
Yeah, everybody know our power. Guess what? Now we don't even know our power.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
That's heavy. That's what I was gonna bring out. So like we don't even know, like, you know how we gather at camp and we huddle up, circle up, and we like Kum Yashara.
Yeah.
Like these Edomites looking like, damn,
Yeah,
whoa, unto us, man.
Yeah.
Like our destruction is coming, man. Like Babylon is falling, America is falling. They know it. You know, when they see us, you know what I'm saying? They like, damn, UPK everywhere.
They see niggas who actually know their power.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Like these
It
Edomites
ain't long now.
That's
It won't be long now.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like they see us, they see we know our power. It ain't woe unto us.
On to us.
You know what I mean? So go ahead.
Come. Book of 1 Samuel, chapter 4 and verse 8 in the middle. These are the gods that smote the Egyptians with all the plagues in the wilderness. Be strong and quit yourselves like men. O ye Philistines, that ye be not servants unto the Hebrews. Wow. As they have been to you.
Right. Ooh, we.
Damn.
You know what I mean? Like, whose servants you were. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's heavy, man. Like, it. You know what I mean? Like, it happens over and over again. You know what I mean?
Like, the name of Israel may be no more remembered.
Right.
That's you don't even want you to think about your power. Don't
What's the scripture would say? Whose servants we were.
Yeah.
Isaiah 14.
Isaiah 14.
Yeah. Go ahead.
It just goes to show you, like this scripture, it just goes to show you that like the oppressor is not going to give up.
Right, that's when he'll fight.
Right.
He said, woe unto us, but he's still like, gird up your loins, you know, die like a man before I be a servant to them. You know what I'm saying?
In their neighborhood. Keep putting guns in their neighborhood. Keep putting drugs in
Yeah, that's true, but you know what I mean? Like, their spirit is like, their spirit is, you know, almost not even like our spirit, man. We won't even fight like that. You know what I'm saying? But these other nations, they know, they say, well, shit, before I be a servant to them, I'll die. You know
Like,
what
they
I mean?
was
Like,
my servants. You think I'm about to go and serve them?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
So that's it, man. You right on it, Truth.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Come. Quit yourselves like men and fight.
Right. Go ahead.
And the Philistines fought, and Israel was smitten, and they fled every man into his tent. And there was a very great slaughter, for there fell of Israel 30,000 footmen.
Wow. That's it.
Mm.
See?
That
Something
is
still ain't
high.
right. You know what I mean?
Come.
30,000.
Man. Hurt my soul. You know what I mean? Just read that. That hurt my soul, man. Shit.
You ain't get it right yet.
All right. Let me do this last set. Yes.
30,000.
You did 2 sets, Shrugs up?
Come.
Oh, okay.
30,000.
All right. 1 Samuel chapter 4, verse 11. Wa1 Allah Hayam Nala Kwak Washad Naya Banya Ilaya Matawa Ka Panya Wa Pan Kama
Paya.
Wa Panya.
It's a ya before the na.
Oh, what's that?
It's a ya before the na. So it's wa payan. That's what I got at least.
Wa Pan. There's no na. I mean ba.
Wa pa ya na.
Wa Panya. Wa Paya Nakam. Waya Rataza. Ayash. Ban Yaman. Ma Hamai Raka. Wa Yaba. Shala. Ba Yawam. Ha Hawa'a. Wama Dayawa. Kwa Ra'ayama. Wa Adama. Ayla. Isle. Ra'ashawa. Wa Yabawa'a. Wa Ha Naha. Ilaya. Yashaba. Yashab. Isle. Ha Ka Sa'a. Yaka. Daraka. Ma Tazapaha. Matazapa. What's Matazapa? Matazapa. Kaya. Something like Watchman, I think.
Like watchtower.
Yeah, Watchtower.
Yeah, it's watching.
Okay. Yeah, that's exactly what it says. Watching. Hayaha. Labawa. Karada. Isle. Rawana. Ha Alahayam. Waha Ayash.
Where you at?
Almost towards the end of 13. Ba'a. Ara. Slakia. No. Karada. Isle. Ara. One.
Laham, Lahayam, Waha Ayash, Ba'a, Laha Gayad, Ba'ayara, Wa Ta Gaza Aikwa, Call, Ha'ayara, Waya Shama'ai, Ailaya, Kwa Wala, Ha Tazaikwaha, Waya Amar, Maha, Kwa Wala, Ha Hamawana, Ha Zaha, Waha Ayash, Waha Ayash, Mahara, Waya Ba'a, Waya Gada, La'ilaya, Wala Slakia, Wa'ilaya, Ban, Tasha'ayam, Washa Mana, Shana, Wa'ai Yana Yawa, Kwa Maha, Kwama, Wala'a, Ya Kawala, Lara Slakia, La Ra'a Wata, Ya Amar, Ha Ayash, All, Ilaya, Anakaya, Haba'a, Mana, Ha Ma'airaka, Wa Anaya, Mana, Ha Ma'airaka, Na Sataya, Haya Wam, Waya Amar, Maha, Hayaha, Ha Dabar, Ba Naya, Wa Ya'ain, Ha Ma Bashar, Waya Amar, Nama, no, Slakia, Nasa, Yarsha'ala,